The new outdoor game has taken over the ice in Winnipeg. It is clearly Canadian. Crokinole combines two popular pastimes, Crokinole and curling. The game made its debut early today in Winnipeg, and here from that city to tell us more is the principal landscape architect behind that project, Liz Wreford. Liz, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Look, you're going to have to explain what Crokinole is to many of us who have never even heard of it.
Sure. So Crokinole is a game that you play on a tabletop with a wooden board. It has a number of scoring rings, and you play it with wooden chips that you flick into the middle of the board. The object of that game is to get the chips right into the middle, into the little button, and to knock your opponent's chips out of the way. And whoever has the most points in the end wins.
All right, so not terribly unlike curling.
Quite similar, but a lot smaller. Yeah.
Okay, so where did the idea come to combine the two?
Well, we do a lot of work in the public realm, a lot of public art, and we were sitting around in our office actually playing Crokinole. We have one in our office just to kind of pass the time sometimes. And we thought, hold on a second, this should be a lot bigger, and it should be on ice, and it should be like curling. And we thought, someone's done this before for sure. So we looked it up and we did some investigating, and no one had. So we said, okay, we spent the next 2 weeks designing it and drawing it up and making the rules. And today it opened. So we're pretty excited.
So obviously, because you had to come up with a set of rules, members of the public really would not know yet how to play. Have you posted the rules somewhere so when people come down, they know what they're doing?
Yeah, the rules are right beside the game. We have a big poster up there. The rules are very similar to Crokinole. The object is to knock your opponent's rocks out of the way and get as many into the center of the rink as possible. But it's played with curling rocks instead of wooden chips that you flick.
So how have people taken to it?
We have had so much great feedback. Everybody just loves it. It's amazing. I think everyone kind of gets a warm, fuzzy feeling when they think about Crokinole. It's a game that people play in their cottages and with family. It's really popular at Christmas time and holidays. And so I think that putting these two together is just like the most Canadian thing that maybe has ever happened.
Yeah, you need to put up a little Tim Hortons coffee stand right beside there, and I think you're good. Oh, so what kind of skill does it take? If you're telling other Canadians sort of what they would need to step on the ice and take this on, what are the skills you need?
Well, no skill really required. There's no broom. And you don't really slide on the ice. You just push the curling rock into the center. So I think anybody's going to be able to play. Little kids will be able to play, and I think it's just really accessible to everybody. So if you can step on the ice and not slip, I think that's the first step.
Is this the beginning of something? Meaning, do you think you'll see more of these crossover rinks in other spots?
I think so. We've had people contacting us from all over Canada today and asking us questions about how to do it, and it would be perfect for all these winter carnivals. Someone emailed me from Minnesota today and wanting to know details. So I think it's going to spread all over Canada, actually, and we would just love to be part of it and just see what happens. It's going to take on a life of its own, I think.
Liz Wreford, we've got to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, have fun.